Good afternoon. It is 4:40 on Saturday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? I gotta take my gloves off. Oh my goodness. Well, at least it's sunny out today. It's currently minus 9 Celsius. She is chilly. My fingers are actually throbbing. They're so cold. When I was shoveling off my car, but I hate driving with gloves on, so, you know. I'm not impressed about today, and let me tell you why. It's the little things, okay? I had to wear socks in the house. That's how cold it is right now. And on top of having to wear socks, I also actually had to put on proper snow boots. I'm not happy. I never wear socks, ever. I hate wearing socks. It's just weird and gross. Very uncomfortable. And because of that, I don't usually wear regular snow boots. I just buy the cheap, felt boots with the fluff inside. So they don't lose a toe if I happen to be outside in the wintertime. But mainly because with cleaning, I don't wear socks. I don't wear them anyway, but especially when I'm working, because to take socks off and on, to go in and clean showers and stuff, that's stupid. So I just don't bother. Although I will say the last maybe 3 or 4 days, it's been so cold that by the time I get home from work, my feet are literal blocks of ice because they've been in wet boots, all naked and stuff, all day. So when I come home for in a half an hour, 45 minutes maybe, I will put on a good fluffy pair of socks just so that, my feet don't actually turn blue and fall off. But today, as soon as I rolled my lazy ass out of bed, a bitch put socks on because, the floors are chilly. I don't have rugs in my house. Rugs are of the devil. They're dirty, nasty, stinky things, and I refuse to have them. The floors are chilly. So a bitch had to put socks on today. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it at all. I'm also unimpressed having to leave my house today. The roads are better today. They've actually been plowed now. But it is the weekend and it is winter and people just can't drive or, use their brains. It drives me absolutely batshit crazy. But we are out of milk in the Jen Rance house. So, Monkey needs his milk. I will go out and get the milk. And I figured while I do that, I better vlog because it was snowing so bad yesterday that on my way home, the way that we took, particularly yesterday, it usually takes from the homeowner's home to my house maybe 10 or 15 minutes, okay? I'll bet you I was half an hour getting home. You could not see the snow was falling so bad. You could barely see in front of you. You couldn't see people's headlights. You could barely see traffic lights. And the plows had not been out yet. It was insane. It had been snowing all day. Not to that extent, but enough that we kind of reached the conclusion collectively that my boss, because she works the fastest, so her shit's done always first, would go out in between all the houses and she would have to clean the van off, between every fucking house. It was insane. And get the car started so that, it was warmed up and all that kind of good shit, right? Just fucking madness. But yeah, it took me what would normally take 10, 15 minutes, absolute tops. If there was fuckery afoot, 15 minutes. Half an hour yesterday. Absolutely. By the time I got home, I was like, I ain't fucking going anywhere. I don't care. Like, Boo Boo even went to a hockey game yesterday. Him and his girlfriend and her family took him to a hockey game. And I said to him Thursday night, like, am I picking you up after the hockey game? Like, at the arena. I will go to the arena and pick you up. But, like, it has to be after the hockey game. You're not going back to her place and, you know, fiddle fucking around and then me coming to get you at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. It's not happening. The roads were bad. And he said no, you know, fortunately. He said he was going to walk home. I was like, you know what? I've driven her home a couple times. Like, they can get off their ass. They can get off the reefer for a few hours so that they can drive you home. Like, come on. Because they all smoke the devil's lettuce. I don't have a problem with it. But it is considered driving under the influence if you smoke it and go for a drive. So you can lay off it long enough to take my fucking kid home in this kind of weather. Okay, I'm just saying. Fuck things. So that's what they did. And I was thankful. I didn't like the idea. I thought I was about to call him. I think the hockey game ended around 9:30. I was going to call him and be like, I will bring you home. Like, I will come and get you. But, like, I'm coming to get you from the arena. Okay? Like, come on. But no, they gave me a ride home. So, I was grateful for that. I was worried about my boo-boo. I realize he's, like, you know, 23 years old. But, still. So, we are just heading over to the grocery store here. I will park for a moment in behind. Oh my god, that sound. Jesus! I meant to put my contacts in. Because I have to go out again tomorrow. God damn it. I need to... When I picked up my glasses, I was talking to the lady about if I could wear cheaters over top of my contacts because my contacts are not bifocal. So I can see fine for distance, but I really can't read anything. Like, I can't read my phone, I can't read a book, you know. I was gonna park. We'll do it right here. Yeah. Slide in the snow. And she still made the burning spot. Like, I'm just fan-fucking-tastic. And I cannot see the burning spots behind me, so we're going to make one. And that is just too bad. Is that a pole behind me? Okay, I hear snow. We're good. That'll do. That'll do. Yeah, so I was asking if I could wear cheaters over my contacts. And what to do, because I don't know anything about cheater glasses. I don't know how they work or what number you're supposed to get. Like, I have no idea. So, I'll turn this down a bit. Take this off. So, she gave me a couple of numbers. I actually have them in my wallet to try over my contacts. But she said, you absolutely can. Absolutely. Because I told her the bifocal type contacts they gave me were absolute ass. I hated them. I hated them so much. I said I could see up close, like I could read my phone and whatever with them, but I couldn't see distances anymore. And it's more important that I can read distance for driving and stuff. Like, if I can't read a street sign, whatever. I have an app. It's fine. It'll tell me. But I need to be able to see the distance, okay? So, she was like, yes, you can absolutely do the cheaters. She gave me a couple of numbers to try. So, I meant to put my contacts in today so that while I was out, I could also swing by the Dollarama and try a couple cheaters. Obviously, I forgot. I'm actually very much enjoying wearing my glasses right now. My eyes have not had a break from my contacts in like 2 months. So I think we'll just take a few days and wear the glasses. Let the eyeballs breathe. Oh my goodness. So my backsplash in my kitchen is done. She looks fabulous. I need in the summertime to build a thing around the exposed pipe or vent, or I think it's a heating vent. That's just sort of randomly outside a wall and just it just goes through my kitchen. Okay, fine. Whatever. Didn't build the house, man. I don't know. People in the 60s and 70s, they was a different breed. So I'll do that in the spring, though. I have all the stuff that I need for that. And then there's like 2 boxes of the backsplash tile left behind, so I got to return that probably on Monday, and I'll get some money back for that. So that's exciting. I am very excited about that, I must say. We like to get money back. So yeah, and then I was supposed to call the doctor's office to make this appointment for Monkey on Monday, and I just got so busy and I was so tired by the end of my day this week that I never fucking called. Oh, Monkey just texted me. He knows I'm out vlogging. I gotta start bringing my other camera, but it's so cold that I think it would just fog up. So, I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so I never made the appointment. So, but I will phone them and see if I can make an appointment for next week. It's just one of those weeks. I realize I only worked like 3 days this week, but between the weather and the cold and I mean, it was exhausting, man. Like this time of year kicks me in the ass so bad. So bad. I hate it. The energy level is just not there. My wig is shedding hardcore. I love this wig so much, but it is the cheapest wig I own. Oh dear. So funny, my contractor, he was over for what? I think it took him 2 days? 3 days. I think it was 3 days. To do everything, right? Because he had to pull the wall out, put the drywall up, like, you know. There was extra steps involved. So the first day he came over, I have these braided pigtails that I bought. They're so cute. And they're black and this really, really cool electric blue. I actually brought those ponytails into the beauty supplier so that I could match the blue to do my hair. Because it's friggin' gorgeous. So I was wearing those. I did my hair up in buns, like space buns. And then they're elastic, so you just tie them on, right? They look so cute. And I always wear them with a beanie. So it just, yeah. I was wearing those and never thought anything of it, right? So I spent the day with him in case, you know, we talked about the plan and I answered questions and I asked questions and whatever. He was a good time. He was a fun guy. And the next day, I came home from work and, you know, I walked in the door. Hey, honey, I'm home. He's like, hey, baby. He was such a good time. He just rolled with everything. It was awesome. I love people like that. So, whatever. You know, we shot the shit for a little bit. I went and sat down at the computer. He did his thing. I did my thing. And then he went home, right? Day 3 comes around and I got home probably about 1:30. It was early. And scared the shit out of him when I came in the door. But he was kind of finishing up and just, you know, doing some fine detail and cleaning things up and whatever. And so he showed me everything and, you know, made sure that I looked at everything really close, make sure that if he missed anything, I could point it out to him and whatever, right? I respect that. That was awesome. So we went through all that. I signed whatever paperwork needed to be signed, and he said he was getting ready to go. And I said, great. So I went up and I put a fresh sweater on. I wanted to go get coffee and whatever. And I came back down, and he did like this double look at me. I was like what? I thought something was on me or something. He says to me, didn't you have long ponytails the other day when I was here? Because now I had my hair in a ponytail, right? I didn't have a beanie on, or usually I'm wearing a beanie or a bandana or something, right? And I said, yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. And he looked at me really confused. So I turned around. They were sitting on my computer table, my pigtails. So I grabbed my pigtails. And he's like, oh. Yeah. He's like, women. Like, listen. Men do the toupee thing and whatever. So I'm just saying, like, don't worry about it. He was such a good time. He was a lot of fun. But the backsplash looks amazing. He did such a good job. I'm so happy with it. Considering it's not at all what I wanted, like color-wise, not at all. I am very, very happy with it. And he did a fantastic job. So I'm so glad that it's done. Although now I want to paint. So we'll see. We'll see. That's why I hate doing renos and stuff. I mean, they're costly, they're time consuming, they're usually very, very much an inconvenience. And then once it's done, you want to keep going. Like, it's horrible. Well, now I got to change this. Well, now I got to update that. Oh, well. We'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to repaint my living room and dining room. When I painted those rooms when I bought the house. And I was fortunate enough to be able to do it when the house was empty, because my house was a bank repo. So it had sat vacant for a good long while. So I basically carried my house, like that I'm in now, and the townhouse that I was in at the time, right? How I was able to do that on minimum wage is so far fucking beyond me. Because I was paying for all my utilities at the townhouse except water. On top of my rent. And then I was paying the mortgage at the house and all my hookup fees, right? My electrical and whatever, gas, all that good stuff, right? And then I had like a month's worth of gas and electric and water to pay for. Actually, just before I moved in, I got the bill. So, I mean, it was absolute madness. Thankfully, I was able to move. Just me. I think it was me, Monkey's dad, although he really wasn't very helpful. He was more in the way because he was trying to hurry because he wanted to go play pool. So it was me, him, and my mom, I think. And of course I had Boo Boo to contend with at the time. He was like in grade 1. So what's that, like 6 or 7 or something like that? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it was a lot. But the house was empty when I had it painted, thankfully. It's the best way to do it. This time around, painting my living room and dining room, I have to move all my furniture into the center of the rooms. Do the outside, right? And then, yeah. excuse me, I'm not doing my ceilings because they're a weird paper tile thing with, you know, texture, whatever. Again, 60s and 70s, boy. And I'm not fucking around with that. So, yeah, I have to push everything into the middle of the rooms to paint. I don't have a lot of furniture, quite frankly, and the stuff I have is relatively small, except for my couch. It's ginormous, and I love it. But the rooms aren't terribly huge either, so we'll see how that goes. But I would really love to paint those rooms because they're gray, which is great. That's what I wanted. But they're a lot lighter than I thought they would be once the paint was up. Like a lot lighter, like a shit ton lighter. I would like a darker gray. I like things dark, okay? Dark and dim, not a lot of light. I don't sit in my house at night doing needlepoint or anything, so it's fine. I like to sit on my couch at night and watch my YouTubes or a movie or whatever. And for all that, I prefer as little light as human. Enough light so I'm not passing out. But I don't need it to be like daylight in my house, okay? So I would really like to do that. I think that would be fantastic. And while I'm at it, I might as well buy paint for a little bit of the kitchen that I want to paint. Because I don't want to redo the entire goddamn kitchen. Just parts of it. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Anywho, we're just past the 20-minute mark, so I'm gonna boot. I'm gonna go over and get Monkey his milk. There was something. Oh yeah, the eyeglasses, but I can't do that. So I've got my coffee. I've done my vlog. I can get the milk and go home. Start dinner. Woohoo! So. Anybody who happens to be watching, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you don't have to go anywhere today. The weather is shit. The roads are crap. But if you do, be careful. Avoid the crazy people, the stupid people, those who can't drive. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.